Pay attention the next time you're in a crowded space. Notice how certain people create invisible currents around them, not through volume or spectacle, but through something quieter and, honestly, infinitely more powerful. She might be the woman reading alone in the corner of the coffee shop, completely absorbed. Or the colleague who contributes once per meeting. But when she does, the entire energy shifts. She's not performing attraction, she's radiating something else entirely. Here's what's fascinating. If you tried to describe what makes her compelling, you'd probably struggle. It's not her outfit, though she wears it well. It's not conventional beauty, though she might possess that too. It's something operating on a completely different wavelength. Science has finally caught up to what we've intuitively known for centuries. Presence isn't mystical, it's measurable. And more importantly, it's cultivable. What you're about to learn will fundamentally change how you move through the world. Within the first 7 seconds of encountering someone, your nervous system makes approximately 11,000 microcalculations. You're processing everything from micro-expressions to spatial dynamics to vocal tonality. But here's where it gets interesting. When someone is genuinely magnetic, they trigger what researchers call the triad response. Your ventral striatum, the brain's reward center, lights up, creating immediate interest. Your amygdala relaxes, signaling safety rather than threat. And your mirror neurons activate, creating an unconscious desire to synchronize with this person's energy. Princeton's social neuroscience lab discovered something remarkable. Authenticity activates different neural pathways than performance does. When someone is performing, our brains detect the incongruence within milliseconds. We might not consciously recognize it, but we feel it as distance. True magnetism bypasses all pretense. It speaks directly to the nervous system, saying, "I am completely at home in myself." And that internal homeostasis is honestly, biologically contagious. We've created an entire generation of women who are exceptional at one thing: being palatable. They've learned to modulate their enthusiasm so it doesn't threaten. They've mastered the art of making others comfortable at the expense of their own aliveness. They can read a room with surgical precision and adjust accordingly. But here's the cost. When you're constantly calibrating yourself to external feedback, you become a hologram. Technically visible, but impossible to truly grasp. The woman who stops you in your tracks. She's committed what our culture considers a radical act. She's stopped monitoring herself through other people's eyes. This doesn't mean rudeness or inconsideration. It means her internal compass has become louder than the external noise. She's chosen self-fidelity over social camouflage. And paradoxically, this is what makes her universally magnetic. Look at the women history refuses to forget. They share a pattern that has nothing to do with meeting beauty standards. Nina Simone was told her features were too African for classical piano. She transformed that rejection into a presence so commanding that concert halls fell silent before she played a single note. Frida Kahlo painted her unibrow darker. She wore traditional Tehuana dress when everyone was embracing Western fashion. She made her particularity her signature. Katharine Hepburn wore trousers when it was practically scandalous, spoke in that distinctive New England accent everyone said was too sharp, and refused to soften any of it. She didn't become beloved despite these choices. These choices were the magnetism. Each of these women understood something profound. Memorability lives in specificity. When you sand down your edges to fit a template, you become forgettable. When you sharpen those edges into your personal geometry, you become architecture. Becoming unforgettable requires mastering 3 internal recalibrations. First, from seeking to sourcing. Most people enter interactions as energy seekers, looking for validation, approval, or confirmation of worth. Magnetic individuals are energy sources. They've cultivated such rich internal landscapes that they bring fullness rather than seeking to extract it. This shift alone changes every dynamic you enter. Second, from control to sovereignty. Control is tight, rigid, exhausting. It's trying to manage how others perceive you. Sovereignty is different. It's the quiet authority of someone who knows their value isn't up for debate. You stop defending yourself because there's nothing to defend. You simply exist in your full dimensions. Third, from hiding to revealing. We've been taught that mystery means concealment. Real mystery is selective revelation. It's being willing to show your actual texture, your peculiar sense of humor, your unfashionable passions, your unconventional perspectives. This vulnerability creates intimacy, and intimacy creates magnetism. Presence has tangible mechanics. Here's how to embody it. Energetic anchoring. Before entering any space, take 3 deep breaths that drop into your lower belly. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system and creates a calm that others read as confidence. You're literally changing your biosignature. Intentional pacing. Magnetic people don't rush their words or movements. Practice slowing down by 20%. Speak as if your words have weight. Move as if you trust there's space for you. This communicates inherent value. Full body listening. When someone speaks to you, let your entire nervous system receive them, not just your ears. This creates the experience of being truly witnessed, which is intoxicating. People will remember how you made them feel seen. Strategic selectivity. Don't fill every silence. Don't answer every question immediately. Allow space to exist. Your comfort with emptiness signals a deep internal fullness. It makes people lean toward you rather than away. Grounded eye contact. Look at people as if you're genuinely curious about the consciousness behind their eyes. Not aggressive staring, interested presence. Hold the gaze through the discomfort point. That extra second communicates fearlessness. In an age of algorithmic sameness and manufactured personas, your specificity is your superpower. The body you have right now, not 10 pounds from now, is your vehicle for magnetism. The voice you were born with, the laugh that's too loud, the intensity everyone told you to dim, the quietness they said was too much. These aren't obstacles to presence. They are the presence. Stop postponing your full existence until you've achieved some imaginary standard. The waiting is what's actually keeping you forgettable. The women who rewrote the rules didn't do it by following someone else's blueprint. They did it by becoming so undeniably themselves that reality rearranged itself around them. Your assignment isn't to become magnetic. It's to stop suppressing the magnetism you've been performing yourself out of. Be so authentically yourself that you give others permission to do the same. That's not just presence, that's legacy. If this perspective shifted something in you, let me know by subscribing. Drop a comment telling me one quality you've been hiding that you're ready to let become visible. I read every single one. Now go be the frequency that changes the room.